Hopefully this is all working. I just did this Insta. I'm gonna hope this is all working correctly. This is all working correctly. Okay, let me pop out the chat. All right. All right. Freljord side. Looks like we got Smolder Seraphine mid lane. They've made this adaptation recently. Was it Shift Z scroll out? Or Control Shift Z? There we go. All right. Mother freaking hecking. Let's get chat. Let's get objective timers. Time control. Let's hide that bit. Can I have this perma up or? All right. Looks like I got a trade here up on the top side. Let me shift these around. All right. Boom, bang. Okay, that looks like that, I think. Yup. All right. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we got Seraphine, Lux in the mid lane. They're just chilling with each other, I guess, unless someone takes a super disgusting trade. Camera. Alright, we have Zac Jungle here up against Amumu. And we have Malphite into... What carries are we ulting? We're ulting... Smolder. I guess we're kind of ulting Seraphine. Can they even kill through Malphite ult? Cause I think Braum might be able to block Amumu from getting in, unless they get like a good angle. Even still, I feel like they're lacking damage a little bit on the side of Ionia. Caitlyn's going lethal. She's building Collector first. I don't like that. I think would have rather liked Yuntal here. Because you're gonna have to get past Set and Zac and Braum, and I don't know how much we're collecting. I think Freljord's way better to front back team fight. They do have two really good team fight ults in the Renata and the Seraphine. So I do think a lot of it comes down to who gets positioning for these neutral objectives first. Right now, pretty even. I was playing it pretty safe. Set's kind of wailing, but Malphite's winning the trade. From minions are helping him out. But we do have a 20 CS lead up in the top side. Everything else is a little bit even. Oh, looking for an ult here. Ult away from the Malphite. Gonna be able to get out on the rest of this wave under turret, hopefully for him. Set maybe looking for a reset here. Or maybe shoving one more. Have Zac clinging towards bot side as well. So they're still kind of just up in an island 1v1. And I definitely think that favors the Set in this matchup as long as he doesn't go extend too far. Alright. It's good from the Renata. Oh, they gotta be careful from pulling too far up now. Amumu is level 6, but I guess they're just gonna walk away because directed camera is telling us no, we don't care. Let me. Okay, I'm up on BB2. Sorry. Caitlyn's 6. Oh, they have Lux walking down here. They're looking to go aggressive here. They have this, the Braum stun cutting out. Maybe able to lock down the Caitlyn here. Make sure Braum auto coming in. I think they'll be able to get the Caitlyn. Better be careful. First blood going over the way to the Smolder. Renata still amazingly lived. Braum gets the level up there in the team fight. And honestly, probably a little bit favored, I want to say, towards Ionia. They do get the dragon off of that. Although I feel like maybe if a Mumu did come down to help with that team fight, it probably just could have been a wipe and they could have got the dragon afterwards. But nonetheless, still even. The team fight set 35 CS up now. They're kind of just up on an island. This is definitely going to favor Set here. He'll just be able to wail on the Malphite. Won't be able to do too much to him. TP coming back in. He wants to keep this pressure up in the lane. Malphite will have TP advantage, but it won't do much with the Rift Herald coming up. Looks like they're going to have Braum rotate up to make sure they secure this objective. And even with, I think, Malphite coming, as long as they don't get 3-man ulted by the Malphite. Ooh, Malphite's gonna get charmed. Oh, wow, he took a lot of damage there. Make sure... Lux may be looking a little bit spooky out here. Rift Herald will be going over to the side of Freljord. Or not Rift Herald, excuse me. Grubbies. Coming out, and they're just going to defend this, make sure everything goes through. I think Kel did manage to steal away one of the grubs. So honestly, not the worst. Malphite still has TP up. Maybe trying to hold it in case there's a bot skirmish that happens. Smolder might be in danger of a dive. Especially on the next wave here. It's going to look a little scary. They have Renata rotating down. No one else is here, though, which is good for him. Rom will hopefully be able to make it back on this wave. No, he's going to clear out wards. Maybe they back off. Nope, they're not going to back off. They don't expect Braum to be here. Looking for an angle, maybe. They're getting aggressive here. Rommel coming down onto the Caitlyn. TP coming in. Will they be able to... They get the Caitlyn down. Oh, but she gets the bailout through Renata Glass, and Malphite TP comes through, and they'll be able to pick up the Braum afterwards. Oh, man, I think definitely a good play. Except for the fact that Renata Glass is a champion. I think if Toph was maybe a little bit healthier there, they might be able to get that fight win. Able to get out before the bailout lasts on Caitlyn. It was close. TP come through. Because of this, though, we will see Set getting a few plates on the top side. Caitlyn's ahead. Caitlyn is getting ahead with this, which... Even still... Oh, they're going to stop the Caitlyn back here. This is kind of big. Oh, the Braum connects with it. She's got to be careful here. She might be in the risk of a dive. Slow comes through as well. I think they can just dive her. They should just dive her. Wow. He gets out. Amumu looking for something here in the mid lane. Lux coming to follow up, and they'll... Wow. A lot of damage coming in with Malignance being built on Lux. So they'll be able to pick up that kill with Amumu ult also being used in the mid lane. Plate going over to the side of Freljord. Let's get a little bit of a stack check. 81 right now. Does anyone know the hotkey to keep the scoreboard up? I'm a big noob at this. I'm just, it's up because I'm just holding down shift. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm literally just in-game holding down spacebar because I don't know. Braum coming in there, maybe to look to jump on the Renata here. Renata flashes out, might be able to walk out of here. They better be careful. Renata could re-engage. Her ult is come up here. Looks like they will not want to pull the trigger. Eye on bottom left. Oh. Okay. Wait, why is chat not up? Okay. Looking for another. You got 4 people on the side of Freljord here. They're looking to set up for this dragon. Caitlyn is trying to get the wave pushed. Both trying to make sure bot wave gets pushed so that way they can step into the river. Uh-oh. Maybe they look like they stepped up too far. No flash onto the Renata now. They get the stun off from the Braum. Will she ult before comes through? Looks like they'll be able to pick up onto the Renata. Skirmish still going on. Lux is rotated down. That's a lot of damage. Oh, insta-gib onto the Smolder. And now it's looking like a disaster for Freljord. They had the setup and everything, but the bind out of fog from the Lux kind of just saved them the objective here, and they're able to get the dragon. Back up in the top lane here. Set looking to keep pressing his advantage. They're still just up on an island. He says he's fine with that. He'll just keep proxying. Push his CS lead even more. Up to almost 50 CS. He's just going to go farm the Krugs. Renata's coming up. I don't even know if Renata comes, I'll be able to do anything. I think he just want to be 2-zone. Lux is looking to be in ult range now, though. So that will change the game plan on that. Oh. Pulls the Renata in. They're looking for an angle. Facebreaker fully charged up. Gets the charm. Oh, they're going to turn back around. Oh, they were not expecting for that to hit. But now the rest of Ionia's come up here and rotate. And this is a little bit dangerous now for Freljord because Amumu has ult. And they're missing Seraphine ult. Braum's here to help, though. Provide a little bit of peel. It's like still just going to be posturing around. Amumu walking up. Maybe catching Braum here. Braum's a little caught out. He's going to put up the shield. Dash out. And Ionia 5 strong up here for the Rift Herald. Caitlyn maybe finding some damage. Ooh. 2 ults coming in. Not going to find their target, but that will be enough to push them off the objective. I don't imagine that Freljord is going to be here to contest. Looks like it's going to be that way. They're just going to pick up the Rift Herald. I will say, the result, Smolder has just been chilling down here in bot. TP from Lux coming in. Lux could kill him. 2 levels up. He doesn't have barrier, no flash either. So 1 stray bind could catch him and just insta-burst. Looking to break mid here with the Rift Herald. Looks like they can get good damage on, but that's all it's going to be. Freljord is going to keep their mid turret up and alive for now. Caitlyn's here to push. Smolder here to match. Clearing out the waves. I don't think too much is going to be done here. Got Caitlyn be able to clear the waves with her Q. Same with Smolder. Kind of back into a little bit of a neutral state now. More top lane action. Set pounds the rock. Other news at 9. Oh, it's 9 for me. Oh, they're TPing behind. Set looking for an angle here. This could be big. But it's going to get insta-binded out, and he's not going to be able to move out of his TP. And the Renata ult's coming through, trying to make sure they get out. Oh, it just clipped Smolder. Oh, a lot of damage coming in. Seraphine ult onto 1. Amumu counter engage onto 2. And Ionia is just going to clean this up here. They might get Smolder too. They do. Zac, however, Zac does a lot of damage. He could clean up here. Flash over onto the Caitlyn. Taking 2 down. Honestly, Zac saved that fight there for him. That did give Malphite a lot of space up in the top side. He's going to get a turret, get some gold back. Hopefully get him towards his first item, get him back in the game. And Ionia coming out on top. I think Zac definitely salvaged that fight there. Or else it was going to be a disaster. It might have been 2 turrets in mid. But luckily he saved that. Malphite did get a Sunfire. Item-wise, we have Collector completed. Lux is huge. Holy. With the newly buffed Storm Surge. A little bit cheaper now. As well as Malignance. That's a nice little cheap core for a lot of bursts here. I kind of like that into this team. Trying to push that advantage. Braum trying to contest vision, but They're just not strong enough now. See how many stack Smolder's at. Okay, I can't click. Hello. 131. Sorry, excuse me. Pardon me. Big noob with this. Actual low state in the game. Malphite set. They're fine just bashing on each other up top. Malphite makes sure he's locked in lane now. He's a little bit better. He can stay in lane now that he's got both Tab Eyes and Sunfire built. Or Steel Cap, excuse me. Dragon coming up here in a sec. Oh, they're on that side. Okay. Dragon up here in 35 seconds. Looks like Ionia will have control of the river for this. I said this when I loaded in, that I will think it comes down to a lot of who gets set up in the neutral first, because they do have a lot of engage on both sides and counter engage. So I think positioning is key for both these teams. Oh, Amumu finding the binds in. Ults him out. Bunch of ults coming down. Amumu ult finds two on the front line. They're able to pop him, but they're going to get the counter engage. But Smolder's here hitting the back line onto the Caitlyn. But Caitlyn's going to be able to kite it out, and they're just going to hit the front. Zach's going to get his passive off, but I think it's too little too late. And Ionia goes 4 for 1 in that fight. I think they went a little bit too hard. I think Seraphine ult missed a little bit. They were able to get into river to be able to sidestep that. And the Seraphine ult didn't have too much of an impact. I think definitely the counter engage when they grouped up as 3. If they were just able to CC all 3 of their front line like they did there, they just have enough damage to push through. Amumu ult into Malphite ulting on top of there, into all of Lux's burst. And it doesn't matter if you have Zach, Rom, and Set there all at once. They just died. Still have map control here. They're going to keep that and make sure they pick up the Otacon, which spawned right after them. So Ionia fully in the driver's seat here now. I think Freljord's definitely looking to keep the game in a chill spot. They have objective bounties up. I'd definitely be looking down on the bot side here, them with the Ionia resetting. Maybe try and break that bot turret, get a little gold back in your pocket. Also looking for Smolder to get his stacks up. That's definitely your win con. I think you want to get set to 2 items here. Maybe get him a little bulkier on the front line. I think I'm definitely looking for the frontline item spikes on the tanks, because Caitlyn went collector this game. I don't like that as much into their comp. Smolder getting rooted up and caught out here. I think a little bit overextended. And Ionia will catch him out. Good bind from the Renata to find him. Layered the CC. Get the Lux ult down. They find the pick there. Yeah, I definitely want the Zac. I think we need a... I'd like a little bit more armor. Maybe if... What I'd like to see is a little bit of armor on the front line. And their game plan in team fights is to go for the Lux over the Kate. So that way maybe burst her down, stop her from being able to move. She's a little bit harder to... she's a little bit easier to catch, excuse me, than Caitlyn. And I think Caitlyn is... Not going Yuntal is pretty big weakness, but they need to be able to capitalize on that. Smolder being rooted up here again. They'll be able to get out easily. A little bit spooky, but everything's fine for now. I think they just want to play front to back a lot. They really need to protect their Smolder and their Seraphine. Not let Amumu get past them. Malphite ult coming in to stop him from pushing the turret here, but that's not going to do that much. We got the Facebreaker coming in, and he'll trade... Set will trade his ult to get out of turret range. Uh-oh. Bind on the Smolder, but they get the flash stun off. Braum gets the knockup. They might be able to find a pick here. This will be a big shutdown going to Smolder if this happens. Ooh, it goes to the Seraphine. Extra gold. I'd like that to go to the Smolder, but nonetheless, they get the pick anyways. And they also get another shutdown going to Set. Now that... Ooh. That'll be a little dangerous because I'm kind of fine with Set just wreaking havoc in the side lane right now. Nobody can really touch him. They have to send at least 2 or 3 to deal with him. Malphite can only trade his ult, get him off the tower, like he did last time. Baron coming up here in a minute. A little bit of neutral state. Smolder hopefully close to our second item here. Malignance onto the Seraphine. I don't mind at all. I don't mind getting more cooldown. I think definitely needing more damage as well from the Seraphine. Although there is no anti-heal outside of Thornmail coming out on the side of Ionia on the Malphite, which could be a little dangerous. Although if they knew that Seraphine was going to go more towards the damage, they really only have it there for the Zac at the moment. I guess set a little bit in the side lane. Baron up. We're just posturing around. Braum trying to get a little bit of vision, but not strong enough to be able to secure any of those wards coming down. Can't really contest those control wards that Ionia have established defensively. They do have a ward. They do control the river where Baron is at the moment, though. Just not the entrances. Ionia maybe looking to pressure mid-wave. Try and draw them out of their topside jungle. Oh, Amun was maybe looking for an angle. He was walking up, but decided to back off. They're looking to secure Soul here coming up. We'll have Infernal Soul. And Infernal Soul definitely always a good soul, but I think it is a little more crucial this game because it'll be that extra little bit to help punch through their front line of Zac, Braum. Set's resetting right now. He got the reset off, maybe looking to TP in. That's what they're trying to do. I'd maybe try and look for an engage here while Malphite's up topside. They have a small window here. Renata ult misses. That's big for them. Braum taken down on the front line, but big ults coming down. Oh, Amumu gets 2 on the back line, but they're still able to live and kite it out. Went over to Freljord, and they're able to get out. Oh, Caitlyn flashes over. Everyone's only flashes. I can't tell who's going to win this. This fight's on a knife's edge. Oh, she gets the ult off before the facebreaker comes out, and she'll be able to clean up everyone. Zac coming back in, trying to salvage this fight again, but the Lux ult will be back up again. And they'll be able to get mid-tier here. Maybe even rotate the Baron. Merrick's a little bit low. Might be fruit in the river for him. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think we can take mid-turret here. Try and look for some fruit for Caitlyn. If there's not, I don't think they care. Yeah, they're just going to do it. I don't mind it. Looks like a little bit of team banter coming out. Lux securing the kill on that last one. Denying the penta. Yep, and they'll be able to pick up Baron. Really big gold swing now for Ionia. But I will say, small caveat, very small caveat. Freljord did get the dragon, and that denies them soul for now. And we are close on smolder stacks. We need 15 more smolder stacks. And we are there towards our win con. However, we are still a few levels down. Character for character. 1 level down in top. Jungle's a little bit even. 2 down in the mid. 2 down in bot. So they're going to have to play Protect the Smolder here. They're going to have to play fights very, very cautiously. If Ionia, like a Mumu or a Malphite get an angle for anything like in that last team fight where he found the angle of the ult onto both the Seraphine and the Smolder. That kind of bought them the time that they needed. Poke him out, made him flash out of the pit, and they were kind of able to win both sides of the fight there. Yeah, I will say 9 has had a pretty big glow up from the start of the season till now. I do like this new identity of Freljord. I think they're a lot more proactive. Oh, but the Malphite ult's coming out. Seraphine a little bit too far up. And they're maybe going to try and only go down the Seraphine, which, you know, not bad. Try and defend here. Got Smolder stacking up. He's hit 225. Be able to get a little bit of wave clear down. Oh, he's poking out. He's putting a lot of damage into a Mumu. Mumu's not that tanky. But Seth's maybe going to be able to find a pick here in the bot lane onto Lux, and he does. They might be able to salvage this. This might be their comeback into the fight. If they can keep up the Smolder in the back, Smolder can just splash onto their 2 backline here. Braum flashes forward. Oh, but Caitlyn's still going to be able to punch through, and she's going to get up the kills before they're able to turn the fight. The bailout's there to save a Mumu. And they're going to break mid. They might be able to end the game here. How long is Baron up for? We have 1 wave to do something. I don't think that'll be enough. Seraphine's here to stop them, so they'll probably just get these inhibs and get out of there with the last bit of their Baron. Can't end the game, but they did get 3 inhibs, so can't be too much to complain about. Oh, they could greed here. They could overstay. Braum Q coming into a Mumu. But the teleport from Lux maybe is going to scare him off. Oh, they're looking for the chase. They might have overstayed. Lux ult coming down. It's going to be blocked by the Braum shield. The stun comes out from Braum. The bailout coming in to save her for a little bit. But she's just going to get taken down by the Smolder. Uh-oh. That overstay. Ooh, hopefully, maybe not cost them the game here, or at least maybe have Freljord find their foot in the door. Might get a little bit spooky if that keeps happening. Trying to get some vision down. They're looking to get their soul here that they didn't get on Last Dragon. I do not think Freljord will be able to contest. Looks like they're going to give. Fine with that decision. Stalled the game out for as long as you did already. Maybe you could have like a Zac flyby trying to seal, but they're not in the area for it. I don't mind. Try and get rid of that control ward up on the top side for Baron up the next minute and a half. Looks like the game's going to lull down now for a little bit. Junglers going back to farming their camps that are up. Clearing out the mid waves that are pushing in from the supers. And oh, I'm just going to take control of Freljord's topside jungle. Stop him from trying to be able to get into Baron coming up. Uh-oh. Sets around on the Renata. Renata has to flash out there. That's a little bit spooky. If Sets may be able to get onto the backline in the next team fight, maybe they can try and blow up Renata. If I'm Set or someone on the team I'm trying to call, I'm calling for that Renata flash. Maybe they can try and burst her down, chain CC her before she can get the ult off. Trying to get some tag up onto the Zac coming in. Smolder clearing up the wave, quite nice here. Now that he's got all of his stacks up. Oh, they're sniffing out the set. The Braum Q coming in. They're maybe trying to look for that Renata. Facebreaker coming in. Malphite ult onto the back on 1, but the counter engage from the Amumu with the change to lock him up, followed by the Lux ult. Oh, they're too far ahead now. They're just brute forcing the fight. Pentakill coming out for Merrick, and they're just able to brute force these fights. Too tanky to die. Too much damage to poke through Freljord's front line. And I am just going to take game 1 here. Couldn't let Malphite get the inhib. They're calling out fantasy points, but ooh, ooh. What a game one coming out. Merrick going 17-3 on Kate was not on my bingo sheet. Honestly, I'd like to see teams take away the Kate. I know that's a big comfort pick that Merrick likes to play. Also, team comp wise, I know they yeah. The little bit of friendly banter coming out with the Lux killing the Zac in that one team fight around Freljord's red. But game stats, Caitlyn just got a little too far ahead. I think too ahead, too fast, and was able to utilize Collector even to be able to punch her on the tanks. Ionia snowballed pretty well. I don't know if I have to be out of lobby in order to get invited. But let's see. Let me pull up the music playlist I was issued that was stream friendly. So I do not get BoozeBash DMCA'd. Riot Games creator safe playlist. Shuffle. All right, it hates me. Oh, I have to press play. All right, new Teemo theme. First track on there. Maybe a little bit of a statement on the game one performance. Honestly, comp wise, I think both teams were a little bit even. I like the Malphite, and I like the follow up from the Amumu on the side of Ionia. I did like the Braum to maybe help stop all that, but I don't know. It's tough. I think they maybe just try and navigate fights a little more front to back. I think their front to back might have been a little bit stronger. Especially when you have set. I'm a really big fan of just set ulting whatever front line after they try and walk up. You can always use set as your own engage, and you have Zac follow up on that. And it gives you a lot of space as well for your backline to walk up to play front to back like that. However, it is a little bit hard because the enemy team they have Malphite, they have a Mumu, they have a lot of ways to just instantly pull the trigger. You know, one random Lux bind can maybe catch on to a member or a backline, and that can just turn your whole team fight. So it's tough. I think comp wise, I think both comps were like pretty even. I liked both comps. I think on the side of spectate. Let's see, on the side of Freljord, what would I have liked to change? I think maybe the Sejuani instead of the Zac there. That might have been able to help. They would be able to peel more, and they also have a little bit of the pick potential, I think. And they'll be able to lock down their front line a little better too. They'll have Braum some on there, and they'd be able to have Sejuani stunt to follow up as well. So, which one? First, okay. All right, let's do it versus let's do it. So, let me. Alrighty. Remake the draft. I believe it looks like that we're gonna have Freljord on blue side here. I do not have a picture of draft from first game. I apologize. Ooh. Anyone able to link me first draft? Big. Okay. Take a look at what our game plan was here. All right, Seraphine first picked. And they respond with Caitlyn Lux. They want to get priority on that bot lane. I think good game plan coming out of both. Priority pick on the Seraphine. They don't want them to pick it. They don't want Ionia to pick it away because, yeah, I think this further concretes my idea of banning the Kate. Not only will I think it maybe take them off of like a comfort ADC that the team has in bot lane. Kate also synergizes really well with. It looks like they're happy to either take Seraphine or Lux, and Kate will just have a pretty strong lane either way. So maybe see to like that to get or I mean, what am I saying? Lux went mid lane that game. I mean, Renata was also there to match it. Honestly, that makes it a little bit more fine. I will say it is still spooky that they do have the option just to play a double range lane with Kate. Red side. Okay. There's so many links. I believe it's this one. I'm hoping it's this one. Okay. And this. They are. Let me make sure to turn off my notifications as well. What's the spoiler notification setting that I gotta turn off? Coming into ban phase, Trundle, Nocturne, and Renata taken away on the side of Freljord, and Ionia is going to take away the Gangplank, Pantheon, and Mbessa. They're all pretty strong top laners. They don't want Battle Tested to be able to get the Pantheon, but they're going to take away the Lux here. Okay. Okay. They said, I think that this is definitely a flex support and mid. And maybe their aim is to get Lux and Seraphine here. I'm just going to make sure they can't get both. Take away the Seraphine. I'm probably thinking that they just pick Caitlyn here. Yeah, that's what that's going to be. Now, I wonder what Freljord's response to this is going to be. Nautilus. Okay, so the Lux is coming mid. And we want the Nautilus to be a little bit more aggressive on the Caitlyn here, which I do enjoy. I like maybe being able to punish the Caitlyn here a little bit more. I'm looking for something like maybe a Kaisa or a Lucian. Neferi left open, though. Oh, I like that. Something maybe they're looking to get a little bit more aggressive onto the Caitlyn in team fights here. Nautilus R, Neferi just being able to torpedo onto the Caitlyn, maybe try and blow her up. Now, Ionia, I'd imagine they respond with a jungler here. I think leave open the Seraphine to be able to be picked mid or support. Yeah, they're just going to take a Mumu. They really like this core, I will say, with a Mumu. Really solid. Just really solid engage with his chains. His ult's pretty strong. Also provide a little bit of peel, and they like to play this Caitlyn double range lane. However, I will keep it open that Seraphine still could go mid. I don't know if Chase wants to handshake the other side of the matchup this time. And they maybe want to have a surprise pick to go with Caitlyn down in bot lane. I could see them going for something like a Leona. And then maybe round off their comp with like a Mordekaiser, a little bit something extra damage up in the top. I think Leona might be a good answer into the Nautilus, into whatever they want to pick. And then I think that puts the gas back in the driver's seat of the Caitlyn lane. They're maybe giving up a little bit more lane power on the Seraphine. A little bit more passive than the Lux there. But I think when it comes to team fights, it'll be especially strong. They're going to ban Mordekaiser. I wonder what their game plan now is. Set is open still. I wonder if Freljord or Ionia want Freljord to pick the set here. They're trying to coax it in. Tryndamere banned away. Take away a lot of their side lane pressure. That's something that they use against us a lot. And it was pretty strong for Ionia. Because they already have a pretty good team fighting core of Amumu Seraphine with Caitlyn to be able to DPS in the back. Ionia gonna pick up the Swain here. Swain probably looking mid. They might have Merrick. I know also Noodle Magic, I believe, plays the Swain. That's gonna go into the Lux. So it looks like Seraphine Caitlyn will probably go bot lane. Silas being hovered. Oh, wait a minute, guys. This could be Lux bot lane. Silas could be going in to match the Swain here, and we could have a top lane pick. Oh, maybe pulling a little bit of bamboozle. I completely forgot. It completely slipped my mind that Lux would be going in the bot lane, which I think they're okay with. Let's see what this last pick is going to be in here. Never mind, it's going to be Aphelios coming in. So Silas maybe to match. Okay. I'd imagine Silas is looking to match the Swain. I don't know where it's going, but there are so many juicy Silas ults. You have Swain, you have Amumu, and you have Seraphine. This is a fantastic Silas game. It's whether or not they can put this into action. It's going to be Nautilus, Aphelios in the bot lane. I'd imagine if Fury's going jungle. Olaf coming in. Olaf could be good here. Maybe looking to all in one of these lanes. I'd imagine. Ooh, I actually don't know. I don't know what they want to do. Because I'd imagine they want the Silas to match the Swain. But maybe he's just going in top lane and he's just sitting pretty for just taking ults and team fights. Now, I will say, I might like to see that AD Silas build coming in. It's, I believe, is it Sundered Sky first? It's Sundered Sky first or second. And we also have, it was either Unending or Riftmaker, one of those two. It was a core of that where you just want to proc your passive on Silas as much as you want. And it honestly performs pretty well, and I think that might be a good angle here, especially if the Silas is going to the Olaf. He'll be able to trade a little bit more with the all-in auto attacks coming in where both are just trying to brawl at each other. Ooh, this is spicy. I think Freljord possibly. Oh, actually, I don't know, because I don't know if like Neferi could go top as well. They could have Nautilus jungle. Ooh, I don't know. I'd imagine, so my prediction, Silas is going in top. Neferi is going jungle. Then we have Lux bot. Oh shit, wait, no, they could play Nautilus mid. Oh god. Or they could go Nautilus top. Oh, my brain hurts. They could do this little witchcraft, like Pentaflex crap that they're going on here with. I just have to see. I'm confused. There could be, if their game plan's cooking up here, honestly, I might not mind Nautilus going top here. They have Silas going into the Swain. And they just turn Nautilus into a Giga Tank, and they have Lux Aphelios bot lane to kind of match the Seraphine Caitlyn. Ooh. Ooh. We will have to see. And also could be lane Nefiri. I think Nautilus jungle is still a thing. I believe 9 has a is the one normally to pilot Nefiri. Oh, but we will see. Oh man. What is setting to games? Which team is which? We have blue is Freljord, red is Ionia. Yeah, Freljord's blue. Freljord's taking blue side this game. Let me pull up this. And then this is game 1 draft. Freljord was able to take it. Or sorry, not Freljord, Ionia. The Lux and Caitlyn kind of got ahead and they were not able to punch through the damage. Smolder wasn't able to scale in time. By the time Smolder scaled, they were kind of just too strong and were just able to brute force their way and punch through every fight. In this game, though, I am very interested to see what champ is going where on the side of Freljord. I am tentatively a big fan. Because like I said before, I think the Sylas pick here is pretty Thanos into a Mumu ult and Swain and Seraphine. Thank you, BoozeBash. You're coming into game 2 here for Chemtech. Oh, mods, change the title. Mods is not a Felios bot, Lux mids, Sylas top. Listen, I thought that too, but they could be switching it back up. Nautilus going in mid, or they might have Nautilus try and match the Olaf in top and have the Sylas go into the Swain and Lux pivot down into the Seraphine Caitlyn lane. So I think the one thing I'm the most certain on, I know I could be thinking too hard. However, the one thing that gets me is I don't know if they want the Sylas to go into the Olaf now. If they do, I would like to see the AD Sylas build. Where's the setting for no spoiler? Can't find it anywhere. I think it was notifications, but I have all my notifications checked off. I just want to double check that so I don't, because I know the first time I did it, there's an eyeball. I got 2 eyeballs in general. Is it this? I'm not gonna do that. Close client during game. Change how it's written. Okay. No, I don't have bad PC. Keep it unchecked. Close client during. Okay, got it. Roger Dodger remake. Okay, what's up? Who's joining me here?
Game unchecked.
Yes, everything is unchecked in general.
Got you.
Thank you, sir. What do I have? Papercraft Nivea. Oh, hell no! Pause the ad. Guys, I don't have Spotify Premium. I don't use Spotify. Don't laugh. No people laugh, please. Updated title. Thank you, mods. We need, hold on. Can we? Listen, we need better 7TV moderators in this channel, okay? You're laughing at you and inting my lane next game. Listen, you can't int it if I int it first. Okay, this is not loading. Did I ever get my ah shit. Oh well. Well, ooh, yippee. We're back. We're so back. I'm spectating. All right. Game 2 coming up. Game 2. Who's the good guys here? All right, so game 1, we had Freljord, Ionia. Oh, we're getting into select? Yeah, Crystal Scar's the good guys for sure. Freljord game 1 had the Seraphine Smolder comp, which I honestly was a fan of, but the Lux and Kaylin I think got a little too far ahead. I will say one thing I am weary about this game is that maybe Freljord overcooked a little bit, and I know Ionia has a lot of their comfortable champs. So yeah, Grant spitting facts. I'm gonna pick like let's let's go. Yeah, I'm picking Malphite support in the finals series, so there's gonna be the one loss that we've got. That's gonna a little bit of spoiler, sorry guys, but that's what's happening. You get a little bit of a draft insight into what goes on Team Crystal Scar. Oh, sorry, I didn't turn the volume back on. No. No. Oh, here we go. We got some pentakill, baby. Oh, champ select coming in. Here we go. All right, we get to see where all these champs are gone, thankfully. So we'll see. We'll see. Mods, get that prediction going. Actually, I don't know if there's predictions on this channel. Here we go. Here we go. I'll keep some bangers for hopefully if we get to a little game 3 here. Come on, I want this now. I guess I'll do Pokedol. I won't do Pokedoku. Looks like Lux is probably going mid here. Actually, that's I don't know because like if the Nautilus is flexing from battle tested, he could go into a different lane. Big Toph taking the Silas here. 9 will take the Neferi, so that will. One thing is for sure, Neferi is jungle. We do have one thing for certainly. Smolder Ban, which I don't mind as much. Wait. Noticeably, Will has not picked yet. So it could still be the Nautilus in top lane. Actually, no. I'm cooking too hard because I don't think Lemur is playing Aphelios. So it's probably going to be Will playing the Aphelios here. Nautilus on battle tested. Yeah, you're probably right. I was maybe we'll get him too high fee. One thing I'm really hoping to see, since this Silas is going into the Olaf, I'm hoping to see the 80 Silas build. I believe it's one of the core is 1 or 2 Sundered Sky, and the first item I believe is, I don't think it's Riftmaker. I think it is Unending. I believe it's Unending into Sundered Sky or the opposite. But we shall see. Maybe looking for, I know Will plays a lot of aggressive top laner, so maybe he'll bring that aggression here in the bottom lane with the Nautilus. Maybe they're looking to try and get some early kills down into the Caitlyn, put her behind. Honestly, I am not a fan of the Swain pick here. Yeah, me, the Swain guy, is not a fan of the Swain pick here. I don't think there's enough tanky frontline for him to kind of stick around in the fight at all. Unless he gets super far ahead, I think he'll just get popped super easily in these fights. If he tries to walk up, maybe he can play as like a secondary line behind the Amumu and the Olaf, and if so, that'll like buy him a little bit of time to start cooking. But he can kind of just get popped in these fights. So we'll see. All right. Pokedole. All right, classic. Let's go. First one. Let me get a guess. Yesterday's Pokemon was Primate, so we're not guessing Primate. Donphan. Donphan is not Gen 1, unfortunately. Let me get a guess. I almost typed in the Donphan, but that's Gen 2, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's only Gen 1. This is Pokedole. What is this? Project? Yucky. Let's play a little bit of this one. Just do Primate so you can't get it first up, but like, what about like the one time? You know, how about I do Mankey? How about that? Back to back. All right, so monotype, brown or white, and it's not a basic. It's taller, it's heavier, it's not in the mountain. Gengar. Gengar is a dual type. We need a monotype, non-fighting type. Oh, my fault. My fault. Let's take a gander here. Seal. I fuck with it. Oh, let's do the Evo. Dugong. It can't be the stage 1. What are it's not okay, it's brown. Stage 2. Oh, my fault. And no one used Dugong. No one knew it was dual type. Let's be honest here. Monotype, brown. Stage 2. Not in the mountain. Not Rhydon. My Rhydon. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto's normal flying, right? Cool. Could it be Kadabra? Kadabra's got some brown. Thoughts? That was just wrong. That was just embarrassing. Yellow and brown. What the hell? Alright, we're getting in. Memories remain. Alright. Nefiri. Going in jungle. Silas has the teleport. Adelphi has exhaust. Yeah, I was looking mid. All right, coming into game here. Ping coming in from Freljord, maybe trying to invade. Scoreboard, no time control. Let's get chat up. Objective timer. Okay. Oh, here we go. Invade coming in on the side of Freljord. Oh, I gotta see chat. Sorry. Nothing happened. Get 2 wards down on there. Ooh, Lone Wolf may be able to spot something here. Oh, they do. Catch a little bit of glimpse. Oh, Flash coming in. Onto the Swain. Oh, Ignite coming in. That's going to take down. First Blood is going to go over to Toph. Up in the top lane. On that Silas. That will help a lot, I think, in this lane for him. That's really big. That's really big. What's he going to pick up there? He's going to get Sapphire Crystal. Give him a little bit more mana for these trades. Wait a minute, guys. Aphelios walked top lane. We have Aphelios top. We were bamboozled. I was actually right. I was right when I said it was a luck spot. But then they picked Aphelios and threw me off. Oh my goodness, Gracius. Okay. So they did want to put the Silas into the Swain. Gonna have a cold start here on Aphelios. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting spicy. Hook coming in onto the Seraphine. A little bit of a trade coming in. I don't think we want to take any extended trades into Caitlyn. We just take the hook, Aftershock proc, walk out, be happy with that trade. Now they're in a little bit of a sussy spot. Oh, big trade coming in here onto the Swain. Level 2 coming in first on the side of Ionia. Oh, gets hooked under turret. She gonna take turret aggro. Wow. Big heads up play there from Battle Tested just to see that angle in front of the minions. And they already have Feats of Warfare. That's a solo kill coming in onto the Silas. Oh my god. What a start here from Freljord. They're cooking. Olaf might be the worst champ into play into ADC top. Wow, I think they were banking on that. Caitlyn might be caught out here. The binding coming in. She's gonna have to try and flash this wall here. Oh, coming in. Flash barrier come through. Oh my god. They're just in full driver control here. Olaf taking a decent trade, but he's got no more pots up into this Aphelios. And they're trying to make sure, I know they want to make sure that this Caitlyn isn't able to play. Toph coming in, he's taking a lot of damage from the minions though. He could go down here. It's a little bit spooky. Cannon goes away. Ooh, just wide on the claw. Oh, we're going back in. We have Kingslayers up. Oh, and it's just another. It's just another kill. They're going crazy. Caitlyn maybe walked too far forward. The slow comes in. Not able to find the angle here, but Freljord just in full control of all these lanes. Stop it. My DMs, Eric, stop it. Stop it. No, stop. Stop. Ah, shit. I don't know how to, I don't know where the setting is. Where's Discord? Ah, fuck. No, stop. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Oh, shit. Bad stream. Shit. Streamer mode. Where's streamer mode? I'm searching for it. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. Okay. Sorry, chat. Sorry, we're back in game. We didn't miss anything. Sorry. Okay. All right. Amumu walking in here. Oh, they don't care. They want to look for something here. They're getting aggressive. They just do not care. Take advantage of that roam timer on the Nautilus here. Lux will hopefully be able to farm safely in that lane without Nautilus being there, which I think she'll be fine. Just using her abilities to clear up the wave. Nautilus, maybe? I don't know. He thinks he can walk this way. I guess he can. All right. Yeah, for sure, Fudge Cow. The only... I didn't have a comeback to think. My brain is broken because I'm streaming, so... Thanks, big dog. Keep doing you. Sorry about your Teemo nerfs. I think they targeted you. Looking for a hook here. They're going to find it onto the Seraphine. The binding will come through to come on top of it, and the CC layer is just unbelievable. And then they can just look at the Caitlyn now. Exhaust coming in to make sure she can't get away. They can just walk her down. I think her abilities are coming back up, and it's going over to the Lux. They're just in full control. They can just hook anyone, hit the bind, get the burst in, and they can just walk down the next person. Wow. Even CS up in the top lane. Amumu's looking to come here, though, for a gank. I think Will is a little bit wary. He walks up, though, too far. He might have to pop Ghost or Flash. First stun comes in. Amumu gets a turret shot. Won't be able to get him out. Uh-oh. Make sure he can't get walked down by the Aphelios there. Excuse me, sorry. Wow. It's just a full bully stomp going in from Freljord in this early game. I think Will is chilling. Oh, they're looking to punish. Olaf is 6 though. He's gonna get Flash, Ghost, and ult to try and get out. They might still look for something here. He's gonna be able to walk out, but a lot of summoners blown. So he's gotta be really careful. I believe, let's do a check up here. Oh, I don't want to go away from this. Heavy poke down coming in on the bot lane. I don't want to see what guns Aphelios has. See it real quick. Where's he at? We still have purple. We have 23 of the purple, so one root could come in onto the Olaf. Uh-oh, sorry guys. Venn diagram coming in. Oh, tried to hit the re-engage, but Swain's just gonna shut that down with his Q. We get a little bit aggressive here. Oh, flash hook coming in. Ignite coming through. And that's gonna get ticked down. Assist will not go to the Swain though. Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, listen. I have cream for that. They're not going away on their own, okay, buddy? Anyways. Olaf gonna run at the Aphelios here. The root coming in for him. That's all that's gonna be there. They're just gonna walk away from each other, or Aphelios is gonna walk away. All he's trying to do, I guess, is farm. Going on, try and scale up. Olaf maybe get a little deep ward, but it's not gonna amount to anything. Because Neferi's just gonna spot that out. Have to reluctantly give a ward in river. But 9 will catch both of these out too, so Olaf a little bit susceptible. His ult is back up now, but he is without Flash and Ghost. Listen, this isn't English class, this is League of Legends class, so I'm going to give it a pass. Trade coming in from top. Good chunk onto the Swain. Now, Seraphine has rotated up here, as well as the Nautilus. Nautilus is level 6, but Seraphine isn't. Oh, she is able to get out of there, but oh, we have Seraphine ult. We have Seraphine ult. If I was Ionia, I would not even walk up to this. We have Nautilus R. We don't have our own Seraphine ult, and they have our Seraphine ult. The only thing we're working with here on setup is Amumu. And that's either going to be a pretty big misplay, I think, out of Freljord, or he's just going to have the incredible angle here. Although they might give it to him. They're not going to go 3 melee range, but they're going to get the charm onto 2. But they're not going to hit the charm. Swain's kind of cooking here, guys. This is not looking too good for Freljord. Oh, jeepers. 9 not going to be able to get out with his life. I thought it was looking good at first. Flash coming in on Seraphine. She's going to try and get that kill onto the Nautilus, but oof. I think we get that 2-man charm. We do not care about Amumu. You blow up either the Swain. I think we go to the Swain there, so that way he can't get the full channel in that team fight. Honestly, I think that's how they won the fight. Swain just full channeled for probably two charges. Oh man. Ionia's maybe looking to claw their way back into this for now. Gold is only down to a 1.5k lead. We're gonna have the Lux ult to stop the Caitlyn from getting too many plates. She'll have to back up. Ooh, it's gonna be a little bit scary on this wave for her. If I was Lux, yeah, I just walk at her. She's not allowed to play there. And she queued the wave. You can kind of just hold it there. There's nothing on the map for her to rotate to. She can't really do anything. We're just gonna push it in. Maybe try and pick up a plate there. Get a little bit of vision control for this upcoming dragon. Oh, coming on to Seraphine. That's a half health trade just from the Nautilus. I think that was balanced. Amumu coming to help re-clear, get some of this vision control back. Oh, Freljord setting up on the Amumu though. Hook coming in. Not going to amount to anything. Swain's behind him. Uh-oh. Freljord is getting pinched. They're looking for the Amumu though. Amumu's going down. Nefir's getting the reset. They haven't done anything about this pinch. Seraphine will find 3, but I don't think they can do anything about it. Nefiri will come in and get onto the Caitlyn. They're going to get the reset. Hope coming in to make sure the Caitlyn can't get out. I think she's going down here. That's going to be Dragon for Freljord. Wow. I thought Freljord was going to get turned on. They were going to get collapsed on. Swain coming in from mid, and their bot lane collapsing, and they just didn't converge. I think Amumu maybe tries to pull the trigger there, get onto 2 or 3 of them with his ult. Wow. Freljord just re-cementing their lead. No ult onto... Oh, Amumu's just trying to walk in to smite it, and he can just do that. 2 HP smite. Maybe got a little bit shaky there. Amumu will have to blow the ult to get out. Huh. Thug life, huh? Type shit. Yeah, Yoink coming out. Yeah. Worth. Fucking waddle in, smite that bitch at 2 HP, waddle out, type shit, you know? Olaf on the reset. Yoink this incoming out. Like a good, good little bent. They're coming in from both sides. It's a playoff game. We're feeling the tension, but good vibes from both sides. Ooh, just going wide on both of those skill shots there onto the Swain. That could have been spooky. No ignite, though, onto the Nautilus. Swain's already got a Roa here. So does the Silas. Even with the accelerated start, Swain's kind of regained his control in this lane. Got a CS lead, got a couple kills to kind of get him back in the game. I'm a little bit upset. I'm not gonna lie if I'm Silas. One good thing though, Caitlyn's behind in the lane. She's going Collector. I think Collector is a lot better this game, but even though it's not that fantastic from behind, I think if Freljord want to navigate these team fights, they kind of just look for the lockdown onto the Swain, and they can kind of do whatever they want after that. Reset coming in on the Seraphine. She's going to pick up Zazax. I don't know the other word for the support item, but I know it's Zazax. And Solstice Slay onto the Nautilus. Getting a Dark Seal for a little bit of that damage there. That's probably where that damage I was talking about came from earlier. This Nautilus is big. He's pretty tanky. He's got Locket, he's got Steel Caps, and he's got some damage. Everything's up. They're maybe looking to try and punish this Aphelios up on the top side. Aphelios already has Collector. Maybe one thing I would have liked to see, he's kind of just been chilling up in the top lane, untouched. Completed Cole. They're going to flash and look for something onto the Swain here. Ult coming in. Blow the Swain ult. Amumu may be looking in with Seraphine for a re-engage here, but they're going to walk out. I think Freljord kind of sniffed it out. Maybe they showed top side and Will called it out, but they know that they're here now. Toph's ult is coming back up soon. Swain won't be able to do much up in this fight to contest. This is pretty good. I think that even if they blew all those summoners, it's really good just to get the trade out. Yep, and they're going to look for an engage onto Kel here. Seraphine is going to charm up on the 2, but the flash ult from Silence on the Amumu chains is coming in for the re-engage, and they're going to pick up Amumu. Olaf's coming in on the top side, though, to kill Will up on Aphelios, but they don't care. They're just going to turn on the rest of the team. And like I said before, Swain didn't have ult. They can't really do anything about these extended fights anymore. And that was beautiful re-engage there from Toph coming in on the Silas to make sure we locked on the Seraphine. You know, she had to use her ult defensively. It still got a couple, but he was able to take that inch in the fight, take advantage of that. Seraphine didn't have anything, wouldn't be able to do anything after that. Oh, Toph almost able to stop. Caitlyn's back there. Caitlyn did get bot turret for that. So they didn't get nothing from that. I will say definitely more worth for Freljord in that fight. Will did go down. I don't think they really lost much anything from that, from him doing that. He's just going back to chill, sing payphone, play range to melee top match. Kind of just vibe for now. They're not really. They're top lane's on an island. I would have maybe liked to see Amumu come up here more. Is what I was trying to say beforehand. Maybe if they get a wave pushed in on mid, Swain can like walk probably like right up here in river, and as a result of that, he'll be able. Oh, team fight coming in. Engage onto Kel. They're gonna have the Nautilus ult to follow him through, and Kel's just not gonna be able to do anything. And they're gonna pick up Seraphine for this dragon here. I don't know what. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was gonna say I don't know what button I pushed to do that. Bind up onto Caitlyn. Looks like not too happy with that one. Oh, Charm coming in. They're gonna find the Seraphine ult, lock down onto the Swain. Swain's gonna have to ult, but it might be a little bit too late. Ignites in, and they're just gonna have enough burst. Oh, he's getting away. Oh no! And the Fury going a little bit too far into the turret there. We didn't have enough burst after that combo, and the Fury, I don't think we're able to kill him under the turret. Swain's gonna pick up a kill there. A little bit scary. Swain's kind of just getting fed gold here and there. He's pretty big. Uh-oh. Chase under tower looking for something onto Felios, but he's gonna get the trade kill back. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think it's fine. Ionia's gonna get Dragon here for their efforts. Went a little bit too far up in the bot lane because of that play. And as a result, Dragon's just gonna go over to Ionia for free. Going back into a neutral state. No big objectives coming up for a minute. Kind of just chilling for now. Caitlyn's still only on Collector. Pretty weak in these fights so far. Silas on 1.5 items. Swain on the same, looking to build into that Rylai's. I think I would have liked maybe Cosmic Drive to be able to chase down these range, give you a little bit more damage. Then maybe something like Rylai's. Amumu. Build in the Leandries here first. Ooh, the eyeball is going to hit onto... Oh, flash hook coming in. They're just going to get the bind. He's going down here. The Seraphine Charm's going to come through, but it's too late. Caitlyn's gone, and they might crack this mid turret here. I don't know if Seraphine will have enough wave control. She's only got Moonstone. I don't think she can do much. The hook's going to find her. They might look for a second. If I'm looking, get this Rift Herald under, and maybe look for a dive once the Rift Herald crashes, but they're going to look for a lockdown up to top on the top side. Swaino's going to come help defend this, but the turret's going to go down. Maybe trying to stop a second charge here. That's not going to happen. Second charge going off onto that turret. They found the dive on the top side with the Olaf. He's going to get some tower gold. Uh-oh, he might be staying too long. They're looking to collapse here. Olaf does not have ult, so the Nautilus will be able to lock him down. Nefiri kind of hiding him well until Nautilus gets there. Delayed enough time. Get that root in. Hook comes through. Oh, wow. You just say your mom? Mods, ban Olaf. He can't be saying that in a game. This is a good, clean game of BoozeBash League of Legends. Oh, we're walking in. We're teleporting up. The bind's going to land onto the Lux. They just want to get the Lux out. What the teleport was used for. Ping's coming in on the bot side with Otacon coming up. I will say Nime's on vision here, but I don't think Ionia is in position to kind of punish that. They don't really care. Oh, we're BMing. We're playing Beat Saber here in mid lane. Maybe trying to bait someone to overextend. Clearing up some boards down here on the Nautilus. Trying to get vision control on this Otacon. Seraphine coming in to re-clear it. Uh-oh, they might look for a catch here. Trime coming in onto 2, but Swain pulls 2 right back, and Swain's just going to full channel on these guys. However, Felius is coming in. He's hitting the front, but I don't think they have enough damage to get through this Swain right now. I think the Swain's a little bit too big for them. We need executioners on the Felios, or yeah, definitely a little bit of a heal cut, especially with the Moonstone coming in on Seraphine. Ionia is going to be able to pick up this Otacon here, and they're clawing their way back into this game. 3k gold lead about to get cut into 2.5, 2.3, whatever, close enough. We round here. Merrick's still on Collector. Lux maybe resetting here. Maybe getting, was that Malignance, I guess, with Lost Chapter? We want to get like 2 Lux ults off in a team fight or something. Yep, here comes the Malignance. Silas probably looking to go for Riftmaker as well. Not anytime soon. He's going to pick up the Swain ult for this next team fight. Amumu on 2 items as well. He's pretty big. He's pretty tanky now with the Sunfire coming in. Not spiked enough for the Bramble Vest, though. Freljord's going to try and get control of the river here for this dragon that's up. Trying to posture aggressively. They need to start the dragon with this, or else Ionia's... Uh-oh. I think they wasted too much time. Ionia is now just going to be able to walk in. Amumu can kind of just walk at whoever. They have a control ward for Swain to flank, or he might take that blast gun that just spawned. Seraphine's getting in position, but she's on vision. She does not know. Hook coming in onto the Amumu, maybe just trying to bait out the fight. Red team still... Ionia's still going to get the dragon, and Swain's kind of walking at them. Uh-oh. Never mind, 1v1 topside. They're killing each other in the middle of the fight. That's more important. Nautilus going down first. They finally get the pick. Ionia's going to try and walk out as fast as they can. Uh-oh, Bind is going to miss, and Amumu's just going to clean those 2 up. Neferi, you got to get out. There's no helping it. Not much you can do there. Olaf didn't die to the turret either, so he's going to get an inhib for that as well. And it's not looking too hot. I think maybe Olaf's gotten to the point where he can kind of just run down the Aphelios in the Aphelios in the side lane. He is the Aphelios of all time. The Aphelio. Another big smite steal for Kel coming in on this dragon. That's 2 objectives now where realistically these dragons should be flopped. I think our Freljord had full control. Maybe the nerves getting to us a little bit with the playoff game coming in. Caitlyn's going to be able to break the mid turret here. This is really big for... Ooh! Wow! Big Lux damage coming in. But maybe they stay too long. The hook's going to come in onto Caitlyn, and I think Nautilus might just be able to kill her himself. He'll get out, but they're just looking at Amumu now. Amumu's probably going to go down. Oh! Flash coming in for the Seraphine. They're going to try and salvage this fight with Olaf, but I think it's too little too late. Swain's coming in to help, though. The exhaust coming in to slow him down, and they might be able to kite this out. Wow, big Lux ult coming onto 2 to get the burst onto the Olaf. Swain's not going to be able to heal through entirely all that before he will pick up Nautilus, but man, they're looking onto the Baron here. Still no heal cut coming in on the side of Freljord. They may be able to do something here. No Seraphine ult. They could get poked out though. Caitlyn ult is a little bit spooky. We do not have Nefiri. Uh-oh, but Silas is on the side. That's a lot of damage taken on the Caitlyn. One's gonna go down. Oh, she's gonna pick up one with the barrier. No, not barrier, excuse me. Where was that shielding from? Was that Seraphine? Root's coming in. Wow, they cleaned that up, but they stopped them from taking Baron. That's honestly what you want out of both Seraphine and Caitlyn there. Yeah, they did go down, but you stopped them from taking Baron, and you took two with you, especially not having Seraphine ult to be able to just walk them off of the Baron instantly. That's not the worst out of Ionia. Especially the Baron now. I completely forgot with the inhib down. That could have been really good defensively for Freljord. Maybe buy him a little bit of time to get up to another item. They really want IE on Aphelios. Guys, oh, never mind. We're starting the Baron now. They don't have enough damage though. It's taken down. Oh, I'm lying. Never mind. They have Olaf. What am I saying? They'll just be able to get it for free. Big heads up play from Ionia. They recognize that Freljord was out of position. Maybe they're looking for a re-engage here to try and punish him off of the Baron. They gotta look for something here. They gotta look for it quick. Caitlyn is back now. This is not good, I don't think. Big chunks onto Freljord's front line. Oh, Lucko onto all of them. Maybe saves the fight here from being completely one-sided. I think we just pulled the trigger too late. A little bit of hesitation. They can walk him off the mid-wave, though. I don't think Ionia can contest this. Ghost coming in is going to tag two, slow him down. Bind coming in. Wow, yep. They're not as strong as they think they are. Yeah, they were able to get the Baron there. They were able to walk two of them down, but you still have your big damage carries that alive that Aphelios, you know, Swain doesn't really have any resistances. He doesn't really do much without his ult up. And Lux has just so much burst damage. Dragon coming up in 15 seconds here. Ionia is looking to secure their soul point. They already have positioning. Top wave is coming in. This is a really good spot for Ionia here. They have good positioning on this objective. Aphelios can't really come to match it. Silas is stuck in the mid lane as well from the pressure of the Olaf. Maybe Nefiri can get a steal. I don't know, actually, if Ionia only has 3 people here. I think that's a mistake. I think their 3v3 is way stronger. Freljord's 3v3 is way stronger. However, they don't get the burst, and Swain's going to come in and ult. I was just lying. They're going to be able to clean that up as well as the soul. Nefiri will eventually get the pickup onto Seraphine in the back end of that fight, but that's a little bit too little too late. Ionia has more than clawed their way back into this fight. Into this game, excuse me. Big objective secure from Kel. He's just on top of it this series. He's not letting any contested objective go any other way than himself. He's making sure he's locking that down. He's level 16. He's whipping his dick out on the Rift. Like, there's no one. He goes where he wants to. Olaf burned his ult, but he might not get out alive with the chains from Silas coming in to lock them down. Now, they maybe need to be careful here. There's no ult on the Amumu. Flash hook coming in. A lot of chakrams coming down. Ult coming onto the Caitlyn to maybe help Silas, but Amumu will make sure that doesn't happen, saving the Caitlyn there. And they'll get out with that inhibitor down. As well as Freljord's red buff to boot as well. What's up, LZB? How you doing, big dog? Oh. Amumu finding the chains in. Amumu's ult is back up. I think they're a little bit scared. They don't know that they're kind of the only ones here. I think Freljord maybe could have pulled the trigger. They're going to get out for free, though. Pick up the Krugs, the rest of the bot side jungle on Freljord. Taking the Raptors on Caitlyn as well. Oh, we're not leaving the baby up. Should have left the baby up. Guys, we finally have Oblivion Orb coming in from the Silas, but ooh, we definitely need it on Aphelios or something. I think Aphelios is the only one that can also reliably apply it. I think that LDR should have just been a mortal reminder here this game. Freljord playing a little bit defensively. Pings are coming out onto the Olaf, maybe trying to catch him here. He has the ult. He'll be able to walk out, but there's also a teleport coming in. Uh-oh, maybe, hopefully they don't overextend and turn on. They're looking to turn on the Caitlyn. The Changeling going to come out and lock the Silence from advancing any farther forward. Olaf's going to run down the Aphelios, and Freljord might just lose the game here. Nautilus is caught out now with the rest of his team dead. The chains are coming in onto Adelphi. Trying to do as much as they can, but oh, there's the collector from the headshot on Caitlyn's ult. And Neferi is going to try and defend here, but I don't know how much we can defend against 2 waves of supers on our Nexus turrets. There's not enough wave clear. Maybe we can try and get a kill onto the Caitlyn, but I think that's done. Last tower's going down, and that's GG's coming out from Ionia. Ionia's going to be able to take game 2 here, and the set. I think it was definitely a strong 2 games from Ionia, as well as I think Freljord pulled up a good fight. I really like their draft, but I don't think they were able to execute. I think Kel definitely had crazy smite steals to be able to secure those objectives and kind of keep their momentum and carry them back in the game. Freljord maybe wasn't able to convert a little bit on the mid game, and man, Ionia clawed their way back. I think both games were a lot closer. A lot of back and forth going on between the two. I think the comps on game 1 pretty identical. They wanted to play the fights how they wanted to, front to back on both sides, but Ionia was maybe able to push through a little bit more more gradually as the game went on. In game 2, they managed to claw their way back in after a really strong early game showing from Freljord this game. I thought Freljord had this game in the bag from the start. Especially with the solo kills coming in from the Silas, but man, they were able to secure the neutral objectives.
Fun. Thanks for casting.
Oh, I had streamer mode on. I didn't even hear you guys join. What's up, guys? How's it going?
I knew it was coming, so I was like, I'm just gonna break
I was just keeping talking, and I was like, man, I guess no one's joining. And I just opened Discord. How's it going, guys?
Oh man, hello. Good.
Fantastic set from both sides here. Yep. I definitely maybe let's start with Ionia here. What did you guys have? How did draft go from both sides of the table? I guess we'll start with Ionia. Did draft go? You don't have to like leak anything, but did it go the way you wanted to?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Game 1 was
fairly
close to what we wanted. There was some last second shenanigans going on there.
Yeah.
And then game 2, I for a split, I didn't know what to play. I didn't know what I was going into.
Hey, listen, you and me both. I want to, man, Lemur, that draft you were cooking up.
Thanks, dude.
Called it. I called it until the Aphelios pick. I didn't know. I had the comp right. I didn't know Aphelios was going top. I called it. I was like, wait a minute, guys. They're going to get the Giga Brain pivot. The Lux is going bot lane. This is going to be crazy. And then they locked in Aphelios, and I was lost.
Yeah, no, the Aphelios is actually one of Will's best champions. He has 2 pentakills on it in BoozeBash.
Ooh.
In prior BoozeBashes. So he hadn't gotten to play it this tournament, and we were in our elimination game, and I trusted my team. So I was like, okay, I think Aphelios is the pick here. I don't think they're going to see it coming. I think literally the best pick that Ionia could have drafted was Olaf. I think that is the best pick in the game into the comp that we had. So
Yeah.
good job. Good job on that.
I definitely agree with that. I honestly like that's all you can do. Have confidence in your teammates and what they want to pick. You gotta trust in them. And I really think the comp worked, especially early on. That
Yes.
you guys looked super strong in the early game. Everything was going your way. All the picks were working the way they were intended to. But I think you were right also about the Olaf, that once he was kind of able to stabilize in the lane, he could kind of not get as bullied by Aphelios, get level 6 with the CC immunity and kind of just run him down. He could kind of sit himself in the lane as well.
Yep. The idea was to be able to transition the Silas into it, but we had a little bit of not miscommunication, but Toph didn't have a mic this week because he got a new computer set up, so he could hear us, but he couldn't communicate. And so a couple of the kills top, it's on me because I just wasn't looking at that part of the map. I was looking at trying to get a pick on bot side both times, and I should have called for him to just clear wave and not try to fight.
That makes a lot more sense as to why I was able to get like one kill on him and like just take the whole inhib. Like...
Yep. Yeah, because I was looking bot lane because we were engaged in something and I couldn't.
Yeah, there was a dragon fight or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not blaming that for anything. Ionia played really well.
Mark was talking from his phone today because his headset was busted.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's really unfortunate.
I thought it was going to be Bert top as well. I thought Bert was going to be playing the Olaf in draft. I thought you were going to take the Swain chase.
Bert, it was a flex.
Yeah,
because we both play it, so it was a flex. And then I just saw like, that's some CC. And I could just run at him.
Like I said, literally the best pick in the game into our comp. It was pretty difficult. Game 1, we just didn't execute how we wanted to, and that kind of bled into game 2 because we executed early game 2, but we did not execute in those team fights correctly. The call the entire time was that we are a pick comp. We do not want a 5v5 team fight ever.
Yeah.
If we have to 5v5 team fight, we want it to be late game over objectives when Aphelios is scaled, and we can front to back it with Swain or with Silas having Swain ultimate. And we were not able to execute that. We mispositioned in some of those team fights, and you guys took advantage of it. So well played.
Yeah. I mean, even I came into game 1 late. I didn't even clear my raid. I'll be honest. We didn't even get into raid, but that's besides the point. I was a little bit late into game 1. I didn't see the draft, but I honestly liked both comps on either side. I didn't think one comp was super favored over the other, but I think gradually from the point in the game that I saw, I think Ionia just kept getting another inch by another inch into the fight, where it got to the point that they just had a little bit too much damage. They were a little bit too tanky, where they could kind of just brute force team fights.
It was a discussion. I think our draft was good game 1, but I think we inted. I think Smolder should have been mid. I think we should have put Smolder mid and then put the Seraphine bot. But other than that.
Merrick, what about you? I know you got Caitlyn 2 out of 2 games. I know you've been playing Caitlyn a lot. I definitely feel like, you guys play really well around that pick. And you put up a great performance on both games.
Sorry, I was muted. I personally think that Caitlyn's actually one of my worst ADCs out of the ones I play.
Yeah. Well, put up a good showing on it though.
Yeah, she's just really easy to execute.
Yeah, I think definitely your team as well as a whole plays well around that.
Yeah, we got a lot of hard CC in our comp, so it's easy to get the W's down as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Good trap angles.
Also want to shout out to Kel for just being absolutely Giga Chad Thanos, walking up to every neutral, and somehow there were so many bars, so many abilities going off, and every single just objective. He just fucking ice cold veins every single time.
Those games.
That was pretty rough for me because I could throw all of my CC at Kel, but it doesn't actually matter the majority of the time because he's still in smite range.
Yeah.
And it's just like with how League works now, with smite being a true 50-50, if both junglers are there, it's just hard, right? And we ended up losing every coin flip. So
I didn't see any of those fights.
That's
You're
fair.
just singing payphone
fair.
up in the side lane, just
Max Tower.
whacking away up on the tower up there. Listen, you do you. That gave pressure when your teams needed it. But I think overall, strong showing from both sides. You know, Ionia did come up. It was 2-0, but I definitely think both games were very even up until there was just a tipping point in both games.
I gotta ask, did the directed camera show me just absolutely sprinted at will that one fight?
LMAO, that was so funny,
yeah,
bro.
actually, yeah, now that you pointed out, was it at Otacon? They were team fighting around something on Dragon, and then Swain was just channeling, and then all of a sudden, directed camera went up and panned to you whacking away at Toph up in the turret, and then after you got the kill, you guys got the next kill in the team fight, so it directed back.
Oh no, that's not the one. There was one fight where I get a nice little hidden flank on the Aphelios, and I run at him, and I miss like all my axes. He just runs away under turret. So a minute later, I just do it again and dot a turret. And
Ace, it was hilarious,
Oh, yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I was panned up at that point. It was so funny.
What screwed me up was I didn't pan my camera over enough, and so I couldn't throw the axe far enough.
Oh man,
Because I was in the corner of my screen, man. It was so sad.
so funny.
Oh yeah,
Man, well, I think I don't know if there's any other things you guys want to say about these games, future,
Yeah.
past.
Real quick. So Freljord is out of the tournament now. So I just want to say thank you to the entire team for playing with me this season. We had really good vibes all season long, which is exactly what I was drafting for. So thank you guys for that. I also want to shout out specifically Tatum. I think Tatum in the back half of the season played the best I have ever seen her play in BoozeBash. So shout out Tatum for that, for being flexible, going mid, going bot, playing support for the first half of the season. Well played. IX9, first appearance in BoozeBash, lowest rated player, and definitely did not seem that way in the jungle. So well played to him as well. Toph, always good. Will is a fucking rod in the top lane. He's always going to dominate regardless of what's going on. Dominate or be dominated. It's a two-way street. So thank you, team. Thank you guys for playing with me, and congratulations, Ionia. Hope to see you guys have a good couple of series against Crystal Scar.
Yeah, I think definitely I really like the pivot that you guys made in the latter half of the season. Kind of really formed, I think, definitely a cohesive identity. And you look really strong in the latter half of the season.
Someone make
anything
sure to
from
clip
Ionia?
that and send. Someone make sure to clip that and send it to Tatum because she's definitely asleep right now.
Hey, top damage game
She's
already
two.
in bed.
Bug out.
Top damage game two. Anything from Ionia?
Yeah, I
see
can't wait
see
to
Crystal
play 10
Scar so
games.
soon.
Can't wait to play 10 games. It's gonna be so fun.
Jeepers. We are not playing for more fearless picks.
I'm ready for a 10-game series banger.
Oh boy. Oh jeepers. We'll have to see. That'll be a time in the future. I think that's it from us for
Every one
now.
of these games are gonna be an hour long too, so that's like 10 hours of
Yep.
gaming.
We gotta book a whole night or a day for this. But I think that's gonna be it from us here. Congratulations to Ionia for advancing, and really good job from Freljord for a good showing this series. So that's it from us. See you guys.